Rick.
And
Francisco.
guys, come on.
Guys.
Come on, guys. Pep it up a little bit.
Game face.
Today we're going to be checking out The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and we're going to be giving up some live reactions and commentary on it. So let's, without further ado, check out the trailer directly from Nintendo.
Direct.
Open your eyes.
Okay.
So there's dialogue. That's the first thing I noticed. Oh, look at that beauty.
Who's saying that? I mean, everybody's assuming it's Navi, but we really can't be sure about it.
Did you
can
guys
we?
ever play
Meh.
Skyward Sword?
I did not. I actually only played like 20 minutes of it and then I stopped.
But you never got to the part of the actual sword?
I think I just got up to the part where you learn how to cliff dive.
Well, that's the Navi of Skyward Sword, basically.
Ah.
The sword is actually a spirit, and it talks to you.
Debunked. There it is, Leo.
So
There
that
it
looks
is.
like Hyrule ruins. If you can look at like the whole destruction.
And that looks like
Open
Bambi.
your eyes.
So basically, this is kind
Open
of
your
like
eyes. Ese.
That looks like a turtle.
No, dude, those are the stones that teleport.
Hey, there's that boss thing
Wake up,
from
Link.
Ocarina of Time.
That's what I mean. This is like many years into the future.
Whee! Is it supposed to be a different Link again?
It's always a different link. But see, that's the mountain, Goron Mountain,
Nuh-uh. Ocarina and Majora's Mask, same Link.
Kokiri Forest.
No,
here.
they're all different links, Rick.
No, Majora Mask and
No, that's not the same link.
They're all different links. Each link from every game is a
No.
different link.
Actually, he's right. No, Majora's Mask
Shut
is
your mouth.
what would have happened if Link was victorious on Ocarina of Time, or if he had lost. Majora's Mask is basically the result that he lost, that he didn't complete his quest, and
Oh,
that's
okay.
when the timeline splits.
You can shoot pigs.
Shut your mouth.
Start
So you can
fires.
cook now.
I'm right when I'm right.
You can cook now.
Yeah, those are enemies from Wind Waker.
I remember those
Drop
guys.
rocks on dudes. Those guys, what if they're good guys? What if it turns out in this game
A
you play the
magnet?
villain? Link is a villain in this one.
Maybe.
They
You
seem
never
to
The
be
know.
first
just
thing I
minding their
noticed, look,
business.
is he's now wearing the classic green tunic or the hat.
Well,
for that
in
matter.
this new game, you
Well,
get
he's
to
got a
change,
spear. So
You change your clothes according to the weather where you're at.
Oh, so
See,
he's
like he's
wearing
wearing
an
armor there.
how would you change armor for weather? Like you mean like the condition of the terrain?
Like if he's in the desert, he takes off
Oh, okay.
articles of
Yeah,
clothes.
so
If he goes to like this
to where he's going.
snow mountain,
He's gonna have some kind of coat
he
on.
puts on coats and stuff.
that
warmer
could
clothes.
be like the entrance to a temple.
Space temple. Alien
There's
objects.
that boss thing.
Master Sword.
Master Sword. Look at how old it looks.
Oh, it's all broken or rusted.
Sword in the stone.
Is it cracked?
So yeah, I think it's many years into the future, from the links.
Yeah,
we've
it's all
known.
withered and about to just
Hyrule doesn't
break.
exist anymore. Oh, so sad.
Breath of the Wild.
All right, so we're looking at it. To be honest with you,
I love it. Where's
It's
the trailer is
my money?
underwhelming.
Take my
It's-
money.
yeah.
No.
It's
I think the
it's
trailer,
not enough.
trailer does not do it justice.
It's not enough.
I've been looking at some of the other stuff that they've shown from E3, the gameplay and stuff,
Leaked footage.
and I think that stuff looks a lot better. Let me go ahead and transition to it while you guys keep talking about it.
All right.
So
Well, what I did like about it is that it gave you an insight as to it's not just limited to a sword as his main weapon. It looked like he had a spear. He had
ice
tools. He's always had tools, but I mean, a spear to me looks like a main weapon. So it's not just a regular sword anymore. So at least that's cool. It looked like there's definitely a lot of free roaming, kind of open world kind of scenario, more so than what we're used to from what it looks like. So that's pretty cool. But other than that, I mean, we don't know nothing about the story, so I guess that's just something we gotta wait for.
Right.
Of doing so, you'll
We're set up.
No, not yet.
No,
Keep talking about
sorry.
it.
We thought we were ready to go, but we're not. Technical difficulties. But what do you think, Pancho? What do
I
you
like
think
it. I'm a sucker for Zelda games.
about? You're a sucker.
I own every single Zelda games, including the Game Boys, the DSs, the Game Boy Advance, Super Nintendo.
What version?
Nintendo,
What version
Nintendo
do you think is the
64.
best one?
Okay. So for the longest time, I love Ocarina of Time. Like there was no other game that even came close to that game. I also like Majora's Mask a lot. A lot of people got turned off for that because of that game, because you have to like
The
turn back
repetition.
time and it's repetition or whatever, but it really isn't, because there's many side quests that if you complete, that if you play through, it's never the same
Yeah,
experience.
He just busted out his tablet.
So I play Skyward Sword, and I am willing to say that Skyward Sword took Ocarina of Time by a lot.
Wow.
that's-
So this has got to be a major improvement on it then, because
Yeah, this one looks very close to the same design graphics, kind of doing like the cell shading with a little
Mhm.
bit of more traditional
Like they're showing
graphics.
off the map.
Holy
Look how big the land is.
Whoa.
This part up here that you're looking at, the one that's actually colored in,
Whoa, that's what we saw.
that's all that was playable at E3.
Oh.
And we've already seen hours and hours and hours of gameplay that they've shown
yeah, but I
from
mean,
E3
you can,
from
you can
different
spend
outlets, and it was only that section of the game.
It took me, Rick.
And they're saying that it's only
About-
1% of the game. That's
it took
what
me
they claim.
about 2 weeks or 3 weeks to do Skyward Sword,
Mhm.
and that's playing like at least 3 to 4 hours every night. Yeah, like
Lucky.
well, that was before I got married, before I had a
Before
baby.
daddy's game time.
Exactly. So every night,
Bam, right
like
to the
I
wall.
would play from like 9 o'clock until like 1, 2 in the morning.
Yeah, but they always kind of twist their words around and have another meeting. Because remember when Ocarina came out and they said it's going to take longer than a day to get from one end of the map to the other? And or something like that.
When they said,
but they
when they
meant
said that, they meant
in-game
in-game
time. That's what
daytime,
I'm
yes.
saying. But that's what I mean. If they have some kind of hidden message in there, because yeah, maybe it is. I'm sure it's a bigger map, no doubt about that. But
I mean, you can already tell, like just
yeah,
by
but how
looking at
much of
this.
that is actually playable? Because if there's
they're playing.
yeah, but like if there's
I-
an
I've
ocean
seen-
you can't dive into.
I've seen a couple of hours
Not an
of,
ocean, but
of
like a lake
gameplay
or
footage
something.
for this already, and I can already tell you that what they're claiming is if you see that volcano out in the distance, you can go to it.
Okay.
You
Okay.
can run towards it.
Oh,
There
that's-
might be some obstacles in the way that you'll have to overcome, but you can eventually get to whatever.
So
it is you
it's
see in
not
the
just a
distance.
painted background. In
It's
other words,
no, it's not. It's
So
really
it's like
really
GTA.
there.
You know,
And
like
there, yeah, in many ways it is
So
like
is-
GTA in the sense that it's an open world game.
Is the
What
map?
pretty much the game they keep comparing it to is almost
Right.
any Elder
Whoa.
Scrolls game that's already
Dang.
out.
That's pretty cool.
They're saying
Is-
it's like Nintendo's version of Elder Scrolls. He can climb. He can climb
Shrine
darn near
Jabai?
anything.
So I guess those are different regions.
Uh-huh.
hmm
So have they mentioned anything about the map being like a sphere, like where if you continue to go, you'll eventually end up in the same spot?
That's a good question.
Like
I
from
haven't.
end to another.
Yeah.
It could
No,
be possible.
Because I
don't
mean,
know about
if they're
that,
saying that if you see that
Yeah.
volcano, you can get to it, I would imagine once you're there, then what?
but
You're
did
gonna
you-
end up coming to the front.
But
coming
see,
to the
you notice
beginning.
what I'm talking about? That, like it mostly looks like ruins. Like this used to be Hyrule, and now it's gone. It's done. So it looks just like an empty field with, look at this, broken structures and broken bridges and.
See, this is one of the things I like about this particular game that they emphasize that if you get a really, really high vantage point,
You can
you
see
can
a
do
lot.
stuff like this
Yeah.
where you look off into the distance, you kind of pick where you want to go, and then you could, from that vantage point, you could just kind of glide down using whatever that little
Save
device
time
is that
instead
you're
of
using.
running. Yeah.
Save time. You can get on, go get a horse or something, and
Oh yeah,
go
because
do
you
it
get
that
to
way.
tame horses here. You don't
Yeah.
just get
No more
one
Epona?
horse.
And no
Yeah.
more Epona, from what I understand.
But you
It's just
find
like wild
horses.
horses.
Yeah. That's why it's called Breath of the Wild.
No more triangle ocarina music to
Yeah,
call
you know how
Epona.
most of the
Skyward Sword didn't have a musical instrument either.
No?
No way. I think it did. No, it did. Never mind.
Didn't he just whistle?
Yeah, like something like that.
see, you could
I
do
can't
this
whistle.
climbing mechanic with with buildings. There's some enemies that also you can climb on top of that are the enemies that are gigantic,
wonder, because
and also on mountains as well.
okay, like the story of Skyward Sword, and this is not spoilers because Skyward Sword is already old already. It takes place in the sky. They have like
Right.
an island in the sky where everybody lives up there because Hyrule, which is at the bottom, has been overrun by creatures and evil and whatever. So Link's mission is to come down to the surface and liberate that, those places. It kind of looks like the same idea.
Did it just go back to
too.
the beginning, or did I miss something here? Didn't we already see this?
No, this is a different ruin, I believe.
No.
No, see, it's different. It's all different. I don't know. I mean, it looks like one of those games where you're gonna spend a lot of time exploring.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's like the Nintendo Elder Scrolls.
I just hope that they have like content of things
You
to
know what
do,
would
not
be
just
cool?
exploring.
And they haven't said anything about this, but it'd be cool if they're keeping that as a surprise. Online gaming.
That would be awesome.
Whoa, can you imagine?
You know what?
You know what, though?
I
I
gotta
don't think
admit,
Nintendo can pull it off, to be honest with you. Not right now. Not with what's out. I think they're going to maybe try something like that with the
How
NX.
long has it been delayed though? This game. And I think the reason why is because they're preparing it for the Nintendo NX. They're probably doing the
next
same
step,
thing
huh?
as with Twilight Princess.
Yeah, that's part of my point. I think they already kind of gave up
So-
on the Wii.
Yeah, don't
U
buy
version.
the Wii U game. Wait for the NX announcement.
I think
that's what's
they
gonna
gave
be
up on
it.
the Wii U game already, and they had already promised
They're probably
this
porting.
game.
They're probably porting.
yeah,
That's why
no
the-
doubt
that's
they're
why
gonna
the
port
delay
it,
is
but
happening.
it's gonna be
Oh
meant
yeah,
specifically
that's
for
what
the
it's
next
for,
one.
really.
So going back on the online version, dude, imagine that would be just so much more better.
Because then you
But-
can play with other people. Like,
Right, but that would be kind of more of like GTA. You've got your campaign version
Mhm.
and you've got your online. Campaign would be the story and everything,
Yeah.
because I can't really I mean, other than just killing some bad guys here and there, like you can't really do the story of completing temples and stuff like that, like
It
questing
could be a
the
different
traditional.
quest for just
Well, it
for
would be
online.
something else. It wouldn't be like the main
And you
story.
may need people's help to complete those campaigns. So
I do admit though, dude, like local gaming, like it's like, I don't know. To me, it's like it doesn't. I don't like it anymore. It's starting to become boring.
How so?
Multiplaying,
Local gaming? You mean like
you
one
just
player
you
campaign?
yourself, yeah, like you just playing yourself,
he
or
hasn't
maybe
played
even
God of War.
God of War.
He hasn't played.
No, some
We were
are still
just
fun.
talking- We were just
Some-
talking about
some-
Uncharted.
Some are
talking
still fun. I'm not saying that it's all like no.
I just
No,
told
some-
you
some are fun.
Skyward Sword is one of the best ones, and it's for the regular Wii.
And
I
I just
would
told you
agree
that I
with
played
you,
like
Rick.
20 minutes.
I
of
would
it.
agree with you if you were just into like sports games. Yeah, playing sports game by yourself
Yes.
is pretty boring.
I
I'll
agree.
admit
I like
that.
playing online a lot better than
Mhm.
when it's sports. Like soccer.
I don't know.
However-
I think
However, when it's a game with a storyline,
Mhm.
I don't want to play with other people.
You never
I'm
finished
sorry, but
GTA,
I
did
don't
you?
want to do that.
no, I still haven't.
Yeah, I did, and it's a really cool story actually.
No, it was good. It's just like I said, like it doesn't, and I would imagine there's people out there. It just doesn't grab my attention that much anymore. Online with other people interact. How much fun do we have when we play GTA or whatever? We're not even playing the game.
Yeah,
we're just
we're just-
messing
yeah.
around
Mhm.
and killing time, an hour or whatever it is. Now imagine actually trying to get together with a group. Imagine 2 or 3 links, different abilities or whatever, trying to defeat a castle that you need the support of each other to, to me, that sounds a lot more funner. And if they're able to do something like that with a game, a character that pretty much everybody loves, Link, Zelda, the whole storyline, and do it co-op, multiplayer,
I mean, look at how the high it's already.
I
looks.
think, dude, that'd be
Like a Legend of Zelda MMO.
something like that.
Oh,
well,
he gets
but I mean,
tired.
yeah,
Mhm.
That's cool.
yeah, I figured out that was his endurance. Endurance.
Oh, look at how high up he is, though. It's freaking cool.
No more grappling hook.
Oh, the hook shot, dude.
I'm sure he'll eventually get it at some point. He'll probably
Well,
be
he's got a
showing off.
tablet already. What else does he need?
I have to say though, like I said, I'm a sucker for Zelda games. This already looks really cool.
Yeah, Zelda's
Well,
awesome.
I have to admit, last year or when was it? 2 years ago at E3, when they announced
This?
Zelda, this game, when they announced this
3
game,
years ago, yeah.
like I was like, okay, I'm gonna go buy a Wii. What did I do later that month?
You bought a Wii.
I went and bought a Wii for this game.
And 2-3 years
because
later.
I thought it was gonna come out last year.
Remember
And
for
you know what?
GameCube?
It was supposed to come out last year.
That's why.
However, they're
you.
like, Wii U is a failure. Let's hold off Zelda until we can release it together on both the Wii U and our new platform.
And he's playing, I mean, on a Wii U. Like the person playing this demo right now is a Wii U. The
Nintendo
demos
rep.
at E3 were a Wii U. They
Right.
have not unveiled the NX yet, but I'll be willing to bet that that's what they're doing. The time they took was to pour this game onto the NX, and it's gonna be released simultaneously. It's gonna be the launch game for the NX and the last game for the Wii U. Is what I'm thinking.
Well, that's what pretty much they've already
End
said
of
they're gonna
life.
do that. Like if you read between the lines, they already said
Yeah,
that's what they're gonna do.
Dude, I just remember with
But look at
with
that detail on the
GameCube,
ground.
that clip, that fight scene with Link and Ganondorf, where he looked all bad. They were just like clashing, fighting, and we're like, oh, and then nothing ever happened. And then we got Wind Waker.
Like
Wind
look
Waker
where
came
he's
out.
look how far
Yeah.
he's gone and look where he's at on this part of the map.
Wow.
You know.
Okay, that is huge then. I'm wondering though if this demo that we're looking at right now is just like a
Look at the map. Look, he's zooming out on the
A
map.
demo?
Look how much more.
Yeah, but
look how much more
I
there
know,
is. Dude.
but if it's just a demo for E3 or for whatever, and it doesn't really have all the completed things, like I mean, it's just to show you,
Like a beta.
yeah, like how big it is, but there's not all the enemies that they're supposed to be. There's not all the things that they're supposed to be. Like there may be like I don't know, merchants selling stuff around, you know.
Well, I would say probably because so far I haven't seen that many enemies.
That's what I mean.
And I would
it looks
imagine
very
that should have
empty.
been.
It
Even
looks-
if it was those bats, he's already killed a couple bats. But I would imagine there would be a lot more bats
yeah, that's what I
flying
mean.
around.
Like there has to be a lot more. Okay, so that you can set up your beacons.
right.
So
where
you can
wanna go.
yeah.
hmm I don't know, guys. I mean, don't get me wrong. It looks like a wonderful game as far as gameplay goes and everything, but it still ticks me off. I feel ripped off by Nintendo. This is the type of game
That could have solved the Wii U.
they
Yes.
should have launched with.
Oh, I know.
We're getting this
At the end, at the very end.
a day late and $1 short.
Yeah, because
You know what I mean?
if they could have shown this when the Wii U was released, like they could have shown off the actual power of the Wii U that the Wii U was capable of.
Right.
And yeah, like nobody cares anymore because now there's
Yeah.
PlayStation 4 and now there's Xbox One.
And the people that do care, but they don't own a Wii U, they're going to be holding off for the
For the
NX.
NX,
And you know
exactly.
what? I cannot blame them a single bit. I cannot. I
You're
cannot
hearing
blame
Nintendo.
them.
Leo's upset at you.
I am still upset.
You get two
Nintendo-
fists shaking at you.
Nintendo right now, they're like that abusive boyfriend that beats his
Oh.
girlfriend or wife,
Oh,
and then
family
and then-
friendly show.
and then
Family
comes
friendly.
back and says, "I love you, babe. You're
I-
some flowers.
I love you.
I'll never let it happen
That's a
again."
pretty
babe."
bad analogy, dude. That's
No, but that's just how I feel about Nintendo right now.
I love you.
but
I
but
love
but,
you.
but you're still forgiving Nintendo even after all that.
Well,
You're still going.
I love you, Nintendo.
Yeah, exactly.
because I could change him.
Oh, I can
I
change.
could change. I could change you, Nintendo.
Aw,
It's because
man.
you were drunk. That's why. That's the only reason why you did it,
come on.
Nintendo.
Oh.
Seriously. I mean, I'm
Harsh.
sorry for the analogy.
Harsh.
I know it sounds terrible. It sounds bad, and I apologize
Not
to
at
those
all.
people that.
No.
I apologize to all those people that do
No
have to
joke.
suffer without joking. I
No
do have
joke.
to suffer abuse. We don't condone it in any way, shape, or form. But that's kind of how, an embellished.
His endurance is running out.
An embellished way
Oh.
of how I feel about Nintendo right now. I feel like this is
Oh, he made
something where they're saying we know we messed up, so here's some flowers, you know. And seriously,
Yes, yes.
seriously, that's how I feel, you know. And it's terrible. It's terrible.
Okay,
that-
so what I'm getting from this video right now, from this demo, is that he's in China, because that's like the
That's
Great
a
Wall of
huge
China.
wall,
You
yeah.
know, like What's going on there, Leo?
That's why I
Yeah.
said if we already saw this, he's going through like the same thing.
Yeah, he's
but
in China.
The wall looks the same.
Well, I think
He's in
what
China.
Nintendo's doing
Hyrule,
with
China.
this particular demo is they're trying to just show off the scope of the world.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know,
think
I
they're
know.
trying to accomplish
That's what
any
I mean.
of the stuff where they're showing off.
I mean, I
how-
really hope there's a lot more challenges. There's more.
Oh yeah, there's
know-
other gameplay videos. If you want, I'll show you. This particular video is just
No,
to
but
show
I-
off how big it
okay,
is.
there's so many
like,
enemies there,
like
okay.
look, he's showing
Okay.
off that tree.
There we
with-
go.
with-
Go fight.
with those enemies, and I don't know if he's actually gonna engage with them.
There we go.
But
Shooting the skull.
Oh,
Oh,
dang.
dang.
Oh, dang. That's pretty
wow,
cool.
that's
That was a
awesome.
good shot.
Well, you
Off the
learn.
bridge.
Like after a while, you get used to things. Can you sneak up behind him like Snake? That'd be
Cardboard
really
box.
cool.
Look, he got the question mark.
That guy's-
I know.
Yeah.
But that's
I'm pretty sure there's stealth elements to this
like,
game
oh,
as well.
see, he's going slowly.
There
Oh,
he
is. Oh, yeah, see?
Oh, snap.
There you
Dude,
go.
This is already good. Okay. If
No,
they're sensitive to how
it's-
fast he walks, then yes, this already won it.
Well, there's a little gauge over here. If you look at the lower right hand of our screen, our Daddy's Game Time logo is covering it. But there's a little purple gauge that shows you how much noise you're making.
Oh, well, they already found
Oh,
it.
So that
that's
you-
what it is. I thought it was someone like navigating or talking to you. Like, oh yeah. So there's a lot of.
Yeah, it just shows you how loud you're being as you're.
Okay,
You're
but
approaching
did you
enemies.
see how Link is a jerk? Those guys weren't doing anything.
I know
They were
Like,
just chilling.
Yeah,
They were
exactly. He just
barbecuing.
went there. I know.
just having a
a
lunch.
party
Barbecuing. They were
for
talking
Father's
about
Day.
LeBron James finally bringing a championship to Cleveland.
Oh
They
man!
were
And,
just, they were just having a
Link is a
picnic,
jerk.
a lunch.
He went in to
Yeah.
steal their
And Link-
stuff.
They're really just they were getting ready to go to a cosplay convention, so they're dressed up as these goblin things. They were
Like
really just
pork
nice people.
Look, and
goblins.
he's gonna steal their treasure too.
Da-na-na-na.
Yeah.
Look at that.
What a jerk!
Look at that.
Link is a
Even
jerk.
just kicks it open.
He just stole arrows from him, from that guy. Okay.
Gosh darn it, Link. So it's GTA Link now. But I mean, yeah, Nintendo. This is what they
What's
should
it
have
doing?
given to
Oh,
us.
weapons. Oh, look at that. Hatchets,
When-
forks,
when the-
torches.
PS3.
Well, he hasn't found the sword
came
yet,
out.
so I'm assuming.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is what we should have had 5 years ago from Nintendo.
And he sets them on
Um,
fire, dude.
Dude,
He doesn't just steal his stuff. He slaughters them and sets them on fire.
Dude, that's some cartel kind of stuff right there, where you burn your enemy while he's still
Narcos.
alive. That's messed up.
That was messed
That's
up.
messed up, dude.
He's
Link, you're a jerk.
What?
Well, I like it. That's all I'm gonna say. I like it. I can't wait to play it.
It
Don't
looks-
get me wrong. I'm
it
gonna
looks
play it.
good.
I'm gonna love it.
Oh,
but I'm gonna
I
be
hate
mad
Nintendo,
the
but I'm
whole
gonna
time.
I'm gonna play
Let me
the
just
heck out
say
of it.
that
so mad because
is
this
gonna
is,
make me
what I should have
sick.
had 5
Because
years
I'm gonna
ago.
be playing this at nighttime for like 3 or 4 hours a day. When I have exactly when I have to get up early at 6 in the morning to go to work.
That is game time.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's games that good. My favorite game of all time, right now, it might change because I like to give my games kind of time to just settle down
To breathe.
in my mind and breathe like a fine.
Oh look, the cold was affecting him.
Bottle of wine and all that. But my favorite game in a long time has been The Last of Us, and that's one of those games where I would have to wake up at 5:30 or 6 in the morning.
Yeah, see?
He's
That's
shivering.
cool.
He's shivering.
He needs to put on some a sweater or
Yeah, look at the
Something
temperature. The
food.
temperature gauge is also.
and it's affecting his health. I think.
Yeah, because he only has 3 hearts. I think the yellow hearts mean the
See,
cold
his
that
health
he's
already
able-
went down half
How
half
much
a
he
heart.
can take the cold.
right. But yeah,
Dang,
there's
dude,
certain
this is
games that'll
cool.
do that to you. They'll be like for example, The Last of Us. I love The Last of Us. It's one of those games where I would stay up until 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning while everybody at my household was asleep,
Sleeping.
and I would just stay up and knowing I was only gonna have like 3 or 4 hours of sleep, and I did that for like a
Commitment.
week straight. I kid you not.
Only
Commitment.
certain games.
Only a week.
And
Everybody out there should be like, bruh, I
No,
do that
'cause-
every day.
because I binge played that game.
Binge.
I binge played it, and the only time I
He's
could
shaking.
really get into playing that game was while my kids were asleep. So because also it was a scary game, I didn't want them to get nightmares or anything from watching me play it. So
Oogie boogie.
You know, it was one of those things, but well worth it. And I think this is one of those games. Unfortunately, though, this looks like it's one of those epic RPGs that's probably gonna take maybe 80 plus hours or 60 plus hours to
The more the
you
merrier.
know
Yeah, I could care less.
savor it.
Yeah.
Plus download content.
Oh, that'd be awesome. If
Oh.
Nintendo did. See, Nintendo has been really bad at getting DLC for like the Lego games, for like any other games that has DLC for PlayStation 3 or 4 or whatever. Nintendo doesn't seem to really like DLC for some reason. Like, one game comes to mind, I think it was the Lego Lord of the Rings or
Mhm.
The Hobbit, I mean. Everybody else got the third part as DLC. Nintendo
not on
didn't.
Wii U?
No,
Yeah.
not Wii U.
Is it
So-
because they just don't want to buy into that, or I mean,
I think it's difficult for them to have. I don't think they have the infrastructure to have DLC, whereas thousands of people
Well,
are gonna download it.
Either that, or maybe they just want a bigger piece of the cut. You know,
yeah,
we were talking
probably.
about
Because I doubt that's
how
a
Nintendo
problem.
has
Dude. You're
It
talking
probably-
about
it
they
probably
have
restricts them.
the Nintendo Universe, the online. They have the
they
have
Nintendo
servers that
has
can
their
handle
own
all
weird what's the word I'm looking for?
I
They
wanna
have
see
their
them
own
cliff
weird
dive.
policies when it
Yeah.
comes to working with third parties, and it's just kind of sad how they kind of have a strained relationship with a lot of third parties, because when it comes to their first party titles, they get plenty of DLC.
Yeah.
I want to see him cliff dive. I want to see him jump off with this kite and see how far he can go. But I don't think they're gonna do that.
Okay, I think because I saw it in a demo once. I don't know if it's
Well,
in
see
this
that
particular demo.
the-
He can use his shield as
Like it's a slate.
as a sled. Yeah, that's right. So he's probably looking for a place to
A
kind
steep
of just
slope, huh?
go down on. Yeah.
Oh, there it
Oh,
is.
pff,
Yeah, there you go.
Called it.
Like a hoverboard. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Dang, fast travel.
In the water. Oh.
Link with those
He's
Tony
like,
Hawk
"Ugh."
skills.
He's gonna die.
Yeah, so that's my thought. It's gonna be one of those epic, wonderful, great games, but
Horses.
It's gonna
Oh,
be
never mind.
Aw.
Don't
a
focus.
day late.
He
and a
broke
dollar
his
short.
ankles on that
Oh,
one.
and he just died. Ah, you suck, guy.
All right.
You suck, guy.
So,
All right.
thank you very much for joining us today for this wonderful playthrough, I guess, or just reaction.
Reaction
the
video
gameplay
trailer
recap.
slash gaming play.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. If you like watching videos like this, please comment in the link below. We're constantly trying to change things up, cater to your likes at home, and let us know what you like, what you don't like. We appreciate constructive criticism,
Right.
but we won't allow anybody to be mean to each other or also mean to us. As well through the comments section. We want to build a good, wholesome community of followers here on Daddy's Game Time where we all respect each other and have fun. We allow teasing. Teasing's fine. We all love to play around with each other. It's part of what Daddy's Game Time is really about.
Teasing.
Yeah.
We tease.
You
We tease a
jerk.
lot.
But so that's what it is. And thank you very much for joining us. Subscribe to our channel. Enjoy your games. We
Peace.
love your families.
Peace.